Hi, welcome to my video describing how to get started with the saberThingPublic repository that I have on GitHub. It's just a very quick run through on how to download it and how to get it up and running and building it for Windows and for the Oculus Quest. So hopefully it doesn't sound too terrible. I'm still figuring out this setup, but anyway, good luck. So you want to go to the GitHub repo, which is github.com dshimyo saberThingPublic. Hopefully you can read that on this screen capture. Let's see if I just do this. Well, that's really not helping. But okay. But the gist of it is, if you go to this web page and you grab the code, you click on the code button here, and so one of the sort of prerequisites of using this is you do have to kind of understand Git, and so depending on your setup, you're going to want to go HTTPS or SSH. I'm pretty sure I'm using SSH on this machine. So that's the link I'm going to use. And I use source tree. And because of the way I have it set up, I'm using passphrase in order to get into my SSH private key or something. Let's close some of these windows that we don't need. So I'm going to hit plus and go to clone, and I'm going to paste in that link we got and see what happens. So if I hit enter, oh, okay, yeah. Hopefully, okay, I don't want it on the C drive, so I'm going to change my directory. Here we go. This is where my Git repos are. I guess I do keep them on the C drive. Cool. So I'm going to select this, but that's wrong. So let's call this saberThingPublic, and that's more like it. Okay, I'm going to clone it. I might as well show you the output. So one of the prerequisites is that you're going to need to have Git installed. You're going to need to have, I have source tree, and you're also going to want to make sure you have Git LFS, because when there are binary files in your repo, you're going to want LFS to handle those files because they're considered large files. Okay, so we'll wait, and hopefully I'll edit out this part. Oh, it's done. There we go. So let's see here. It says LFS, da 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 da. So I'm gonna have you say yes to this so that it downloads the LFS content. And so now it should be on my hard drive. So if I go to the Unity hub, I should be able to open from that part of my drive. So that would be this saberThingPublic. Now I'm missing the editor version. Oh, that's nice. The hub actually tells you to go and get it. That's fantastic. So I'm going to install that. And I want the Android stuff. You're going to want it if you want to run on like an Oculus Quest. I think that's it. So I'm going to hit continue. And this may take a while. Okay, it looks like it's done. Go back to projects, and Let's open it up. I'm going to click no. So let's see, there's one scene. We got our XR plugin management, which for some reason, yeah, so this is a really old project that's gone through multiple versions of Unity. And if I had the time, I would probably strip out a lot of the extra plugins like the Oculus integration stuff and rewrite everything so that it works in OpenXR. But that's the situation. So let's see here. I just want to show you as fast as possible how to get things going. So if you go to scenes and open up SaberQuest, LWRP. So right now I have my HTC Vive hooked up. So I think if I hit play, I should be able to hit play. And now my VR headset. Okay, there it is. Let's see, where are my controllers? Alright, and oh, I totally forgot about that thing. Okay, so I'm on the Vive right now, and the grip buttons, if you use the grip buttons, the saber will jump to your hand, and you could use the left trackpad. Well, alright, my tracking is not great. So you can move around. And then use your left trigger button to do that. Okay. That's it. That's the gist of it. I'm going to hit stop. So you could build and run that on your PC. So the funny thing is, I completely forgot about that thing. This thing. By the way, I'm using this really interesting shader, and that's why everything looks all wonky. This shader, when at runtime, I generate a UV2 map for every object that has this shader on it. This shader is designed to get kind of molten using vertex colors. It's vertex based because it's a UV signal. Basically, I hacked the UV2 signal, which wasn't being used, to contain heat information for each vertex. So I guess the default UV2 map creates this weird appearance. And then when you go into runtime, it goes back to normal. And then, you know, when you stick your lightsaber into it, it'll heat up, and I guess there's also displacement on it, which is why it's like shrunken inside. It's also why these each face of this cube is offset because of the displacement. So yeah, it never occurred to me to have to explain this to people. I completely forgot about that. So usually so the way this scene is set up, there's a character that's animated, but it's really just the skeletal joints that are animated, and I have static geometry parented to each bone. Like this P cube 13 here is like the thigh bone, or not thigh, your calf. And I guess there's a sphere for the joint. Maybe just turn off gizmos. So, and I guess in this scene view, we don't see post-processing for some reason. That's annoying. Oh, but in this scene view, it is active. Let's go to the build settings, and let's just do a PC build. So we'll build and run, and let's create a folder here, and I don't know, I guess I usually create another folder and go for it. Oh wait, it should be building. So this will build a basically Steam VR compatible, or I guess Steam VR and Oculus compatible build. All right, so let's test this out. This is the build. Oops. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So it runs great in a final build, especially on my new computer. I love this effect. This is my favorite thing. Okay, anyway, that's enough playing around with this. Because I think what I should show you is applying to the Quest. So let's quit out of that. You can hit escape. So let's switch platforms to Android, and hopefully my Quest is powered up. Oculus, blah 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 blah. No thank you. I hate that it keeps asking me. So let's check player settings. All right, and yeah, I'm just gonna build and run. Put that here as well, and save that. Probably I forgot to tell it which device to deploy to, but I think it's going to find, yep, it found it. So because I had previously plugged in my Quest 2, and in the headset I authorized the connection, it was able to deploy. Well, it thinks it's connected to it now, so that it should be able to deploy. Allow access, yes. It says it's deploying. Here we go, here we go. So I'm gonna spare you my live commentary, which sounded terrible anyway. But firstly, I just want to mention the lighting got kind of wonky in this build. So I think it has something to do with the reflection probes and the fact that the saber was on when they got generated. So it picked up all that glow. Yeah, this was just a really quick attempt for me to get people introduced to the saberthing repo and how to use it, how to get started. I'm going to try to do more detailed videos about the project, and hopefully I'll start sharing other good stuff in the future. So thanks for watching, and hopefully somebody out there is benefiting from this content. Alright, so that's it. Take care.